This is Jessie. She is a 2-year-old golden retriever. We trained her older sister about 4 or 5 years ago, Dixie, another golden retriever. Owner tried to replicate Dixie's training herself with Jessie and quickly realized it wasn't happening. She pulls really hard. She cannot be off leash like her sister can. When I told her we would be doing Jessie's entire go home without a leash, she literally laughed at me. She jumps really, really, really badly to the point where she's eating earrings off of people's ears, and the owner has had to replace several people's earrings.
Wow.
She nibbles on your ears. She likes to bite arms and wrists. Yeah, it's a lot. She's very friendly. It's just a lot to handle. And I think with her, jumping so hard on people and actually eating people's earrings, I think it's become clear why she's had to be sent to training. Again, her name is Jessie. So we're going to start here with the recall.
Okay, Jessie.
She says, "What's that?" Josh gives the verbal and the hand signal. Stim kicks in. She says, "What's this even more?" Here's where the information comes in really strong. And bam, it turns off. Rep number 1. Rep 1, she's learning to respond to verbal and hand signals. And she's learning how to turn off the stim.
Good. That's a good girl.
She said Dixie is so good now, she doesn't even have to use the collar. That's a golden for you.
Yeah, they're good. Good.
She said and every time she walks away, it's going to repeat. See that? That's quick. That's rep 2.
Good.
She said getting a puppy is actually matured Dixie.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's taken the adult role.
Yeah, like having a kid.
Yep.
And Dixie's got a...
Look at this attention we've gotten in 2 reps. This dog couldn't hold a stay for a second at the drop off.
You are a good girl and a nice young lady. Good.
She's a really nice looking dog and nice temperament. I love Goldens.
Yeah, it's not a long time since I've had a dog.
I know.
Good.
Really friendly.
Good.
But my gosh, what a great example of how even the nicest dog can be really stressful.
Yeah, I know. It is a
Good girl. Imagine her if she ate like a diamond.
Yeah, seriously. Boy, you are such a precious girl, aren't you?
Okay, so again, in this first session, we're focusing on that recall, getting her to come when called, and then getting her to stay until release. Those are the 2 big things. And of course, stopping the jumping, the craziness. Wow. They're all the way from Cumberland in Western Maryland.
You are a sweetheart.
She is very sweet.
Wow.
Aww. She obviously goes to the groomer. Look at those paws. Nicely groomed. Okay, so we're just giving her some options, trying to get her away from us, just to get some more recall reps. Tone, verbal, praise. Amazing. Isn't it crazy how fast some of them pick it up?
Good. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Attention, good. It's a really good breed.
I know.
You know, it's like one of the...
Oh my goodness.
Good.
It's not often we get it down in the first session. Aww. Oh my God. She's so cute.
I know, it's crazy.
And nice.
They're great dogs. And they're still dogs, though.
Yeah.
When you get in the woods, they still turn that.
Oh, I know. She said Dixie will go after deer every now and then.
Yeah, so it's great family, though. You know? That's a good girl. So she's being all that craziness.
She's actually pretty dangerous for the owner to walk. I mean,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the pulling is really, really excessive.
Oh, yeah. What a sweetie. You know, this has been really rare because she hasn't given me kickback yet. We'll see what happens, but she's also I'm not hearing whining or anything. We're so used to working with
Extreme cases.
you
Yeah.
know, one after another. When you get a dog like this and you're like, oh yeah, oh that's nice.
I know.
You're like, you're stable. You came here stable. So I mean, there's some panting, there's some stress, as you can see because she's self-regulating and can see.
She's used to moving around at free will, is what Josh is saying. And because we've, in 2 reps, taught her a stay, all of a sudden she's thinking about controlling her own movements, and she's not used to doing that. She's used to acting on impulse.
I can see it in her eyes that she goes into like a glossed over just mode, and she's just in this space, and she's not really home.
Yeah.
I can see that she goes there. I'm also starting to see some clarity in the eyes though too, like the clouds are going away, and she's starting to focus in on me. But I notice she's just reactive, so she sees me move, she's about to move. You see that? That's why I'm doing this. If I jiggle the door handle, it's boom, we're going out. So it's very reactive. Sound in the environment, behavior tied to it. And so we need a dog that doesn't react like that. They stop, they look at you for guidance every time they're about to react. They stop themselves and they look at you. We're going to start getting that within this session and the next session. Good girl. This is good. You see all this? I don't know how much the camera can pick up. That's a good girl. She's adjusting herself. Break.
She's learning the release.
Good girl.
The reason she's learning it is because she's probably never held a command long enough to be released from it. She releases herself. Oh wow, it's unbelievable what we've gotten in 2 reps.
I love it. Now I know her motivation is to
Go out the door.
So, good girl. She's being a little too good.
Yeah, look at that beard she has. Look at her beard.
You got a beard? I mean, they're just the most charming, beautiful, good. So I trained one early on, and it was the first dog that was like, kind of like, didn't have all these crazy issues going on. Came in through the boarding training, and I was just delighted.
I know, because you're so used to working with really problematic dogs.
Yeah, it's a delight.
You know.
But they still can be
For sure.
troublesome, of course, if you don't get it under control.
Wow.
There's definitely a level up where there's like some dogs really messed up and they need a lot of help. Good girl. So let's see what she does here. She's got choices to make now. We got a little recall going on. Good girl. I like this.
Aww.
She's letting me lead to a degree, but what happens when there's a resource like the door? All right. 2 years old. She's probably heard this word before. Stay.
That's not stay.
Oh. Honey girl, come on.
Corrections, recall. She has a choice to make. Should I listen or should I do what I want? Oh, she listens.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, good girl. How you feeling today? Yeah, she's looking good. You got a fresh haircut to come here?
I think so.
You look good. Come here, Jesse.
She'll get a recall again. Remember, a recall is an automatic stay until released.
I like that. Very good girl.
What a good girl.
Yes, she's very sweet, very nice. Good. Stay.
Look at that. She's learning in 1 rep.
This right here.
That's just crazy.
It's not even so sweet. Break.
Wow, good girl. Yay! All right, we're gonna recall in from the yard, off leash recall from the yard inside the house with the beep that she's just had 2 or 3 reps on. Tone, verbal, hand signals, praise, bam, right to a stay. She repeats, correction, recall. Beautiful. She's toying with the boundary now, and that's where she's really gonna learn.
Come here, honey girl.
Every time she walks away, it starts over again. And it always ends in a stay and praise. And then she'll learn, when can I get up and walk around? When she's released.
Good, I know. Like you said, she's not used to holding still.
No, and she has to mess with the boundary in order to learn.
Hey, good. Yeah, and we're talking about temperament. An interesting thing is she's going to make the same mistakes as all the other dogs, right? The difference is how they respond to the situation, to me trying to take the lead, to being corrected, how they respond to these things.
Some dogs get aggressive.
Some dogs will immediately, if you tell them no,
They start
if
biting.
you say let's go over here, it's, you know what I mean? So she's responding well so far to being corrected and directed, which is what she needs to be able to do to be led. Good, so that's right there, that's a temperament, that's right there, you're just seeing it. going out that door, coming in, going out, testing the boundary, getting the correction, coming back in, coming over here and relaxing. Some dogs will throw a temper tantrum right there.
Most dogs will, actually.
No, I mean, we see a lot of
Problem
we
dogs.
see a lot of So they're so ruling the roost that they will not accept that you're going to dictate how we're going to.
She's just like, okay.
Good. So she's accepting it pretty quick. I noticed that. Good girl.
Wow.
So that's what's impressive. I mean, they all pick up on the command quick because they're all smart enough to pick up on these basic things. It's more of attitude and temperament. Good.
Yeah.
Still wants to go out there though.
Yeah, she's gazing out.
Still wants to go out there. I love these techniques because she has free will at this point. There are going to be consequences tied to her behavior, but that's life. And so, but I'm not restraining her here. She can pick up, technically, physically, go out that door. I'll correct on the call, recall it back, say, good girl, try again, right? So she'll exhaust these options that we don't want anymore, which is probably driving her owner nuts. The simple fact that she can't hold still, energy can't go down. She's jumping on people, she's chewing on her wrists and pulling her around and eating earrings and all this crazy stuff. That's all because she's in that state. She's in that crazy state. When she's a follower, all those things will go away. Good. Because you can say, hey, don't do that, do this. Hey, don't do that, do this. So you're directing. Can't direct them if they don't listen. You're trying to direct them, they're going, right?
What a good girl. Great first session. Oh my
Very
goodness. Should I bring Riggy down?
Yeah, let me finish this up. Stay is hard.
Stay is very hard. That's why we start with such small steps. Literally. Good girl!
I love that. I really like that. So that's a good experience, and we'll leave that there, and we'll pick up on that kind of stuff on potties and the next session. Good girl.
Aww.
I like this. She's a good girl. So she's downing and stuff because every time that I think she thinks about jumping,
Yes, she's picking an alternative behavior.
Right, she picks it down, and every time she does that, I stop and I give her some good girl stuff because she's a sweetheart. So you know, I gotta say something here. She knows because how quickly she's reformed herself, or she's at least holding herself accountable. It tells me that she knew that the humans didn't like it. And
She just did it anyway. Yeah, because it's fun for her.
Right, it's fun for her, so she just didn't care. So when I started to disagree with things, she was like, oh yeah.
Drop it, yeah.
Or she didn't even, she thought about going crazy on me, but didn't, and then offered something else, like a down, something more submissive. Tells me that she's like, oh yeah, this isn't something that humans in general tend to prefer. She's probably been told not to do it before. Good. But she just didn't care, right? Which is typical. This is good. So that's where her pet's coming from. So another thing is that's how she gets pet from me. So if she's jumping on me, she's not going to get pet from me. But if she chooses to sit or lay down, I'll take time.
Reward that. Reward what you like.
If she's calm, I'll take time to pet her. If she's going crazy, I'm not going to pet her. Alright? Good. So she wants to be pet. That's good. That's a reward we have on us right there. Boom. So she's starting to earn being pet. Do I like what you're doing? I'll pet you. Oh, and by the way, begging to be pet isn't something I like you to be doing. Right? So that's not going to work. But if you do the things I like in the situation that we're in, good. Alright, let's bring Riggins down.
Rig!
That's a good girl. Rig. Keep him at the top first. Okay, she's already there. Okay.
Oh, she saw a desire and she chose to go back to Josh.
Yes. Resources. Good.
She's torn. There's a recall.
Now that's a command.
Bam.
Good. I've used this situation to me approach him first, so we're going to use a recall and stay. Good. But in a real life situation, don't let us through yet. Stay. Let's see how she does here. Good. This is much harder than she's making it look. Right? Stay. I'm bringing the scent back to her of the dog. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good girl. Good girl. Bring
Wow.
Yeah, you know. Out. Good. I want to show her that I'm a safe spot, and that if she comes to me, I'll keep everything else away. Good. And then she can go back out when she's comfortable. I don't make her confident. This is good. Check what you did, what you did. See what you did. Don't put some pressure on her. This is natural. This is what they'd be doing without me here.
She's got to submit to him eventually.
Yeah. We're going to teach her to do here. In a second.
Oh, she just told him something. She's getting playful with the dogs, going back to old associations.
There's corrections happening that you guys aren't maybe not aware of, but every time she got too crazy with him, just click on the collar. When she jumped on me, just click on the collar.
Yeah, because if it wasn't him, she's at risk for getting bitten by another dog for that crazy energy.
Well, if Reagan wasn't trained, she'd already be trained.
Yep, for sure.
Reagan's just taught not to put it.
Good. Now she's submitting and letting him sniff her.
Good. That's right. Same thing she had to do to me when we first met. She offered that down. See, that's a coping skill. Good.
He loves that he has that. He loves that he has that to flaunt around, doesn't he?
I corrected her when I corrected her when she went up to it.
Now, if she would try to go get it right now, would he take it?
Did you see that?
Yeah, I know.
She looked at it, she left it.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah, he probably will get it. He's probably using this to establish the hierarchy, right? This is just one conversation.
Look at her look at it.
His preferred conversation is humping. But
Yes,
he won't let
he's
you
not
do
allowed to do that.
that. Good. But he's going to pick an avenue to establish a hierarchy. Good. Look at this. Good.
Not politically correct.
No, but good. She's letting him, you know. All right, Riggs, up. He's humping. He's humping. He's humping the
He's air humping.
Riggs, up.
This is dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Dogs.
That's,
Not politically correct.
that's a good girl. We got something going on here now. That's right. You can't hump her, dude. You can't. Them's the rules. Who wants to go outside? Oh, he wants to go outside. All right, you a good girl?
Just a good girl.
Come here.
There's a recall.
Come here, Jesse.
Good girl.